Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope you had a fabulous weekend. I rested because I needed to do that. But listen, it's a new day. Today is Monday. I know we talked about this last week. Most of us don't like Mondays. It's a new day. It's Monday. It's a new week. But guess what? It's time for new opportunities, new beginnings. You can start over, all of that good stuff. So today, my coaching session is about taking the cape off, letting go. Letting go. And again, before I get started, thanks again for sharing my videos. I appreciate you so much. Please continue to share, because when you share, you empower and inspire other people. So thank you so much. Now listen, have you all ever watched, there were two shows, and maybe I'm dating myself and showing my age, but one of the shows was Wonder Woman. And Wonder Woman was beautiful. She wore a cape and she always showed up to save the day. The other one was Superman. We know Superman would go into the phone booth, I think, and he would go in and change clothes, and when something was happening, he would go in and take his suit off, put his cape on, he would come out and save the day. And you know, some people have that Superman Superwoman complex, and I want to talk about that for a few minutes today, because those type of complexes will get you into trouble and cause you a lot of heartache and pain if it's not handled in the right way. Because believe it or not, there are people out here who will trample all over your feelings. They will take and never give. They will take and never say thank you. They will take and take and take. And when you decide you don't want to help them out, they'll even get mad. So we're going to talk about how to take the cape off and walk away and be okay with walking away. First thing you have to do in these types of situations, as I say all the time, is set boundaries. Set clear boundaries. Because again, there are people, when you are a person who continues to give and always give of yourself and always want to be there, you know, when people call you, you always show up. No matter what, you're going to be there. If nobody else shows up, guess who's going to be there? You are. And you're going to make sure that everything gets done. But then after a while, you know, there are some people that you just can't help. And you have to accept that, because there's going to be times, and it's probably going on with you right now, where people will constantly call you, and then you never see any changes in their life. They're always calling you, you're always showing up, but you never see any changes. So let me help you out. Again, set clear boundaries, because now you have to start putting your foot down to let them know how this is going to go from now on. This is the way this is going to happen, and it's not going to be business as usual. You have to take the initiative and set clear boundaries when it comes to people who continue taking advantage of your goodness. Because, you know, at the end of the day, you know that it doesn't feel good. You know that you don't like it, but somehow you don't say anything. And so the other thing that you need to do as well is stop doing everything for everybody. You know, you cannot be everything to everybody. You just can't. There are some people, as I said, that you're going to be able to help. You're going to be able to get them from point A to point B. And there are some people who are going to continue to stay at point A and always expect you to be there. Don't beat yourself up. Just understand that you cannot be everything to everybody. It's impossible. You're human. You're not Jesus. You're not a superhero. Okay? So you can't be everything to everybody. And don't be afraid to say no. Remember, I told you last week that no, N-O, no is a sentence all by itself, and you do not have to give an explanation. The answer is no, I can't help you. No, I don't have the money. No, I can't come over. No, you can't borrow this right now. A clear and concise no will make all of the difference, and believe me, people will understand. And don't allow people to get your back against the wall where you're making commitments that you can't keep. They're calling you, I need you to do this. I need you to support this. I need you to go there. I need you to pick me up. Sometimes you can't do it. Sometimes you're not going to be able to do it. Sometimes you're going to be too tired. Sometimes you won't have the funds to help them out. Again, a clear, concise no. Set the boundaries. You set the tone for how this is going to go going forward. Now let me pause for a minute and say this. The people that you've been continuing to help who are not doing anything and they're just staying in that one spot, but they expect you to always be there and do, they're going to get upset with you. They're going to get mad. They may not want to deal with you anymore. But is that a loss for you? Is it really a loss? That's what I want you to think about. Because who's the one that's always giving? Who's the one that's always tired? So is it really a loss for you? Is it really a loss? Think about it. Think about it as I'm talking. Don't be afraid to say what you need to say to that person. Never be afraid to say what you need to say. It is what it is. So don't be afraid to be clear and let them know this is how it's going to go going forward. I don't see you making any movement to advance your situation. However, you want me to continue investing in you and running here and there and everywhere for you, but you're not doing anything. Enough. It stops today. Use your words. Be very clear with people. And don't let them back you into a wall and make you feel bad about anything. You stand your ground. Stand your ground. And you say what it is. You say how it's making you feel. I feel like a fool because you keep running me around and you're not doing anything. You know, use your words. Let them know exactly how you feel. A lot of times, people who take advantage of other people, you know, they will do it until you actually, you know how they say out there, get with them. They will do it until you get with them, okay? So sometimes you have to pull back. You got to take that cape off. And you have to stop trying to be the superhuman and just realize that you are human and you can only do so much and you can only be so much to people. And at the end of the day, you have to take care of yourself. Self-care is so important. Why allow other people's situations or other people to stress you out? You set the tone for how things are going to go going forward. Now, if they call you every day, you may decide, I'm not going to take their calls anymore. Even if you tell them, I'm not going to accept your calls, they'll probably call anyway. So you know what I do? I block. I don't have a problem blocking, deleting, doing any of that. No problem at all. I said what I said. And you have to be very, very clear and never give up your power. Don't relinquish your power, because what's going to happen is as you're beginning to stand your ground and become more assertive and let these people know they can no longer just run you around and run you ragged, they're going to start trying to back you up against the wall. They're going to say certain things like, you don't want to help me, you don't understand, you don't care about me. Wah, wah, wah. Okay? That's what I said. It's like Charlie Brown to me. Wah, wah, wah. Okay? You're an adult. Go get it done. You've been depending on people too long. Now it's your turn to take care of you. I mean, it's just as clear as that. And demand respect. Demand that they respect what you say. And if they don't respect what you say, again, you take your power back by not being in their presence, by not running every time they call, by not giving every time they're asking you for something. You demand respect. See, people are going to respect you as much as you make them, okay? So you have to demand that respect. That they understand when I tell you no, that's what I mean. There's no question behind that asking me, you know, well, why not? The answer is no. That was the end of the sentence. You missed it. The answer is no. So you got to be very clear. And then also make sure, as I said earlier, use your words. Use your words, because you always want to communicate in a proper way, not in an angry way, not like you're ready to fight, but you want to communicate and be very clear with people about how you're feeling, why you're feeling this way and why it has come to this. Give them examples. Listen, I've been helping you since last year and you have not made any moves. And every time I turn around, you keep calling on me. Make it plain to them. And I'll be honest with you, you're gonna make it plain, and guess what? There's still some of them gonna act like they don't understand and play dumb, but some of them really will understand, okay? And they may or may not get themselves together, but you give them time to do it. You move yourself away and allow them to work everything out that you just said to them. Sometimes you have to do those come to Jesus meetings and walk away. All right? Set expectations. Let them know that if you begin working on yourself, there's a possibility that I can come back and help you. But until I see you making a step in the right direction or advancing to where you want to go, I can't do anything. I really can't. But when I see you actually stepping up and doing the things that you're supposed to do, there's a possibility. Now, because don't make a promise now. Tell them there's a possibility, okay? Because then you're not setting yourself up for anything. Let them know there's a possibility that I may come back. There's a possibility that I may help you. There's a possibility that I may invest in what you're doing. But I need to see X, Y, and Z before those things happen. Real simple. Don't allow them to back you up into a corner. Well, what about this? Nope. There's no questions here. I'm telling you how it's going to be. That's it. The only thing I'm going to ask you is, do you understand? That's it. All right. And then be an example. Okay. When I say be an example and be confident in what you're doing. Okay. I want you to speak with confidence, speak with authority. And then be the example. Continue being the example. I don't want you to walk away feeling bad or feeling like you hurt their feelings so bad, you did something wrong. No, you continue being that example. They're coming to you for a reason. They see something in you that they really want to emulate, but they just don't know how to do it. And some people are so used to using people that they fall back into that category. So you continue being that example. You continue being that light. But you cannot pull back and then go back into it again. Give them time to work this out. Time could be 2 months. Time could be a year. Time could be 2 years. You give them time to work it out, okay? But continue being that example. Continue being that light. And lastly, what I want to say to you, and as you are going through this journey, always remember that you are human. You can only do what you can do, okay? You're not Jesus. You're not Superwoman. You're not Superman. You're just a human being. That's it. And you can only do but so much. And when you think about it, everybody, Superman and Wonder Woman were fictitious characters. And, they didn't even live in a real place. So I want you to remember that as you move forward, that you cannot be everything to everybody. Because when you try to do that, you pull pieces of yourself. You're giving pieces of yourself away. And then when you go back to try to help yourself or to try to relax and make yourself feel good, you have nothing left. So I hope you got something from this life coaching sessions today. This was short, quick, and sweet. Just remember this, that you can only give what you can give, and let grown people do what grown people do. And when they get tired of turning around in circles, they'll get it together. And if they don't get it together, guess what they'll do? They'll find somebody else to use, okay? All right, so my name is Dr. Lady J. I thank you so much for joining me today. Please do me a favor, continue to share the videos, because like I said, when you share these videos, you empower and inspire other people. Don't you want to do that today? Give somebody a smile today because they may not have one. And I thank you so much for joining me. Peace and blessings to you today. Be the light, be the shining light, be the example. But most of all, take care of you and set those boundaries and take that cape off, okay? Take that cape off and hang it up where it belongs, and you just be the human being that God created you to be. All right, everybody, have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.